Guys, I'm just going to be showing you guys how to play, so let's go for it. So, one thing you can really do with this deck is do a whole combo where your opponent discards their whole hand. So, let's see what that can do. So, Tour Guide's a good way to go off with it, because the main X-Seed for it is Zen Mighty. So the first thing I'm going to do is drop down Tour Guide, search my deck for my Tour Bus, which is going to be a big thing for this deck. Wherever it may be, there it is. Drop down. I'm not going to shuffle because I'm going to be having to go back in there really quickly. So, first thing I'm going to do is overlay for Wind Up Zen Mighty. Zen Mighty is key. His ability is to get rid of one of the materials and special summon a Wind Up from my deck. So, what I'm going to do is Wind Up Factory. Wind Up Factory is when a Wind Up activates their ability, search your deck and add a Wind Up to your hand. So, I'm going to activate Zen Mighty's ability to search my deck and put one into play, which will also, because I activated this, chain the Factory. Factory's going to activate. I'm going to add to my hand a Wind Up Shark, as you guys can see.
What?
And then special summon
I'm not the only one pushing.
Special summon down the Wind Up Hunter.
Mitchell, shut the fuck up.
Now that a Wind Up's been special summoned, Shark can be special summoned. Now, cool thing about this deck is the whole discard combo. So, I'm going to activate Wind Up Hunter's effect, tributing a Wind Up Zen Mighty, and discard one card from my opponent's hand. That's one gone. Tour Bus will then activate and put the Zen Mighty back to my extra deck. Now, Wind Up Shark can either go up a level or down a level. So I'm going to put him down one, overlay back into Zen Mighty. Now this is where it gets ridiculous, which you can even pull off without the Tour Guide part. Just pitch off the Hunter for the Zen Mighty search.
Why not?
And bring out the Rat. Rat's ability, bring out the Hunter again, pitch off. That's now 2. Now you can overlay back into another Zen Mighty, and again, pitch the Hunter, get the Rat.
That's so nice.
Get back the Hunter.
No.
Pitch again, that's now 3 cards.
Where?
Overlay again, pitch off the Hunter, drop down the Rat, special summon the Hunter, pitch off again. That's 4 cards gone, and you can still X-Seed into another rank 3. So let's make a Zen Mains. So I've now ended the field with a Zen Mains, a Wind Up Factory, 4 cards still in hand, and I've still discarded 4 cards from my opponent's hand. If you draw to Avarice, one thing you can do is instead of going into the final Zen Mains, you can shuffle back the 2 Rats and the 3 Zen Mains back into your extra deck, and you can just keep going and going and going, and you can go further and discard. Now the cool thing is, say you ended off with all that stuff, as I said, you end up with still having having all the cards in your hand, still having the Zen Mains on the field, and you can then set your back row down and still have a huge field. Because now you have your opponent having one, drawing into one.
Top deck!
They're low. But the downside is, one good card, which is used in most decks, ends up becoming dead. Trap Dust Shoot. It's good early game, but if you get the combo off, it's kind of useless, but it's worth still using. So there's a lot of things you can do with this deck. This deck can just special summon like mad, X-Seed like mad. As you saw with all the Zen Mighties coming down, it can go really far, and there's a bunch of different combos you can pull off. A lot of it you can just figure out as playing. Like the 2 Sharks end up making any... You draw 2 Sharks, you can go off into any rank 5. Which is very, very powerful, because Adrius destroys any face-up. Tears can't be destroyed by card effects and destroys anything. And then, probably my favorite, Zen Mighty, just destroys any 2 set cards. So they're really powerful and really good. So this is the end of our video. Thank you very much, and I hope you guys can subscribe.
Peace out!